probably be here in about like 5-10 minutes, maybe more, I don't know. And so before they get here, I'm just gonna talk to you guys a little bit about like the rules and stuff. As you all know, this is an additional addition that we added after our first set of additions. One reason is because a lot of people were out of town and they missed the addition. So we added a new addition, and I don't know how many of you here, new people from the our event sessions that came to compete. Because how it works right now is we have people, a group of people, let's say Group A and then like Group B. Okay, so we had Group A compete, and they've already had 2 preliminaries. Anyway, so you guys are Group B, and we already had 2 preliminary rounds last week and the last 2 weeks. And this week, tomorrow, we're going to have our first quarterfinals. So that's Group A of all of the classes. So out of this group, and people from Group A that sort of didn't make it to the quarterfinal rounds, you guys are going to compete in part 2, like Group B. Okay? So we're still going to take a look at all your scores from today and compare them to the scores of Group A contestants and pick up the top 40 maybe to get into the preliminary round, depending on the total of, I guess, right now I have about 20 somewhat of you, and we have a handful also from the other competition. So if you guys do qualify, you will compete next week. Okay? We have 2 preliminary rounds back-to-back next week. It is on the 22nd and 23rd. Okay? Can you write that down? So it's all uptown, and I need to know, because I have 2 dates, right? I need to know which days you guys are available in case you guys do make it to the second round. You have to let me know early. No last minute call. If it's last minute, let's say Thursday, Friday, you let me know you can't make it. Sorry, I just have to disqualify you and get somebody else to replace your spot. Okay, so I'm really serious about that because we don't want last minute cancellations on it. So after next week's preliminaries, we enter the second quarterfinals on the 30th of May. Okay, so on the 30th of May, it's our last quarterfinals before we enter semifinals. So how we choose people for this quarterfinals is from the 2 preliminaries next week. So we choose the top 24 out of the 2 preliminaries in total, and then you guys compete in the quarterfinal rounds. So, and then for the next round, how you guys get into the semis is we look at the scores from quarterfinals A and quarterfinals B and choose, again, 24. So half of you are going to be eliminated from each round to get into the next. And semifinals is June 6th. So if you absolutely cannot make June 6th, I don't think you should even waste time to audition because we don't have a second semifinals for you to attend. So and then the finals is on June 27th. It's a Sunday. Most of our events are on Sundays, other than the one next week. We have 2 preliminaries, as I said. Okay, so dates are not posted in the rule sheet. I don't know if you guys read the sheets yet, but most of the information is on these rules. And I want you guys to join our Facebook group. Updates and everything is posted on Facebook. All events or whatever information. And if you guys need detailed information about anything, usually we post it under discussions. And if you guys have questions, you can either email us at singforyourheart@gmail.com, or you can just make some posts on the Facebook group, and then so everyone can see your question and get answer to that. Okay? So today for the addition, okay? Very simple. It's a cappella. We're not going to do it with music, and if you do have your instrument with you, then still we go through the a cappella first, and then you can play your instrument if you like, right? Judges may ask you guys to do 1 or actually 2 songs, maybe. So just go in with, I don't know, the best song that you chose that you're comfortable with, and they're going to give you comments, and they may ask you to perform a second song for them so they can sort of hear what you're able to do. Don't choose anything, you guys don't have too much time, but don't choose anything too fancy because you don't need that. For the auditions, all they need to know is, are you able to sing, right? So that's one thing. The other is, you guys need to give them, a good impression about yourself. So you have time right now, maybe 15 minutes, to think about what you want to say. So we expect like, very, very brief and short introduction about yourself. Don't just go in there and say, oh, hi, my name is blah, I'm how many years old, today I'm here to sing, whatever. That's it. Like, we don't need that, right? We want to know more about you. So, if you can, let them know a little more, like, what you do and, what your goal is. Some people from the past editions also mentioned about their dream about getting into music and wanting this to be as part of their career and stuff like that. So anything you want the judges to know, feel free to let them know, because you're going to be in the room just next door alone with the judges, right? So nobody else will hear you. So and they won't hear what you're going to say to them, right? So it's okay. So everything's going to be like sort of private. And so introduction number 1, number 2 is just go on right ahead to sing your song. Okay, they don't need you to give interviews or whatever. Just after your introduction, go on right ahead. They're gonna stop you or maybe not, depending on how great or bad you sound, right? And then what else? So about the additions, that's pretty much it. Oh, and make this addition worthwhile. If you have questions, because they're going to give you comments. If you have anything that you're not clear of, or if you want any suggestions from the judges, right? Make sure you take the time in there to ask them. This is sort of like your opportunity to get more advice from the judges. Okay? So don't worry about asking stupid questions or crazy questions, because they're there to help you. So if you do have questions, go on and ask. Okay? So that's any questions about today's edition? Any? So I'm going to go on ahead to talk about preliminaries for next week. So I've already told you guys the dates. It's the 22nd and 23rd. We're going to let everybody know by today's Saturday, by latest Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, right? By email. So people who make it to the second round will receive an email from us. So make sure I don't know if you guys want to double check. Can you check if they have the email on this? Right? Because we're not going to call each one of them. We're going to just send you emails. Okay, so if you don't receive an email from us by Tuesday, 11:59 p.m., then it means you didn't qualify. Okay? Any questions about that? So you will be notified by email. And check your junk mail in case. Because it should be, a whole list that we send out to, and some emails do filter. Okay? So for preparation for next week, just in case you guys do all make it, I need a CD, right? We're going to be performing on stage, so we need you guys to each prepare your own CD with music on it. No vocal background, okay? Just pure instrumental. Okay, and make sure the CD is in audio format, not MP3 or whatever other format. Just in case, when we go to the venue, the CD format is the safest format, so we know it can be played. CD. Yeah, make sure it's audio format, that's it. So I don't want the CD in just like the MP3, because it happened last time. People brought in MP3 formats and the venue couldn't play it, right? If anything happens like that, you're gonna have to go out to a cappella. Okay, I don't think you would want to do that, right? Oh, another note about audition. So when you do your a cappella, take your time, right? We don't want you to rush through the audition process. Go slowly. It's your private time in there, and take it at your own pace, whatever you're comfortable with, right? Don't rush it, because from the auditions before, this was sort of a comment that we got from the judges. You guys should slow down and not rush it, and perform as you can, and don't just stand there. Just maybe a little bit of performance as well to your singing, because although that will not count too much right now, but eventually this is also some of the other things that they look at. Okay? Any questions about anything? So last note about preliminaries. Make sure you also dress appropriately for a preliminary round. So you're going to be on stage. We don't expect jeans or whatever to go on stage. Okay? Think about the song that you're going to sing, and it doesn't have to be anything too fancy, but not day-to-day sort of attire. Okay? Judging criteria, we're not going to go over it because for today it's very simple, as I said, vocal and musicality and just some of the techniques that you guys have to show to the judges that you're able to sing. Okay, and for the preliminary rounds, as I said, I mentioned about the performance aspect and the image. Right, you want them to give them a whole good impression about your whole overall performance and not just singing. Okay, so this also gets back to the introduction part, because when you're on stage, you're not just speaking to the judges, right? You're also presenting and speaking to the audience. So you might you have a week to think about what you want to say when you go on stage for next week. So that's two things. And number three, I emphasized this at all the preliminary rounds and all the auditions last time. I'm going to share the same information. We also look for support. This competition is not just a regular singing competition where you just go on stage and sing. It's we try to help out. We only look for people who are serious in singing, right? Because through this competition, you're gonna get very good responses, comments, and opinions from judges. That's number one. Number two is we are there, and judges are there to help you guys to succeed and sort of get out from a karaoke zone to an actual performer aspect, right? So I want you guys to start early. We emphasize support, right? You can be the best singer out there, but you don't have support. So this is something that we want you guys to work on as well. This is the time where you guys start building your support base, and later on it will spread to get to another level, your fan base, right? So family and friends are your first targets, right, to get out there to come support you guys. I'm going to talk more about it as we get to the preliminaries, but for the preliminary rounds, I told all the contestants, I took notes of everything you guys did, right? Number one is, do you show up for things that we request you to? Because, we would have a rehearsal before the preliminaries. Do you show up? I take note of all that, although that will not be a score, right? But it will be factored into your scores as we go along to the next round. So when we go to preliminary and to the quarters and semis, people might have almost the same mark, but this is where I resort to. I look at all the other things that you do. Oh, do you guys have good support? Did you guys actually bring people to support you at the preliminary, right? So all these are going to factor into your scores. Okay? It might not count now, but later on, as you know, when we get further into the different rounds, this is what we're going to look at. Okay? Any questions about that? No? So otherwise, quarterfinals, I'm not going to talk too much. Just read through this, and if you guys have questions, email us. Okay? The judges are here, so we can get started. And I just need... just go to them. I don't read their name. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna double check to make sure that we have all your email. And I'm gonna get you guys to go in order, one by one, to the audition room first, to take a picture of you guys before you get started, so we don't have to do it when we do the audition process. Okay. So who's first? Dream. Okay. I'll just get you to the Okay, hi, my name is Dream. I'm in my first year at University of Waterloo with a major of Business Administration and Computer Science Co-op double degree. Today, I'm very glad to be here and very glad to meet you again. Yeah. I just got back from Beijing 2 days ago. Cool. Right. Cool. So now I'm going to perform a Chinese song.
How do you spell your name?
Dream.
Oh, that's how it sounds. Okay.
Yes.
What's your last name?
Chen.
Oh, yeah.
C-H-E-N.
Cool. That's great.
Alright.
And which song are you going to sing?
A Chinese song called 梦醒时分.
Who sings it?
林忆莲.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright. 你说你爱了不该爱的人，你的心中满是伤痕。你说你犯了不该犯的错，心中满是悔恨。你说你尝尽了生活的苦，找不到可以
相信的人，你说感到万分沮丧，甚至开始怀疑人生。早知道伤心总是难免的，你又何苦一往情深？因为爱情总是难舍难分，何必在意那一点点温存？要知道，伤心总是难免的，在每一个梦醒时分。有些事情你现在不必问，有些人你永远不必等。
Wanna comment?
I like your feeling and emotion you put in the song.
Okay.
I like your tone actually. It's pretty nice. So that's it for me.
Yeah, I like your tone too. One thing,
Right now I'm so sleepy.
yeah,
No.
yo, us too, trust me.
No, because I just got back from Beijing, you know, the time
jet lag,
difference.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of
okay.
like feel so
Yeah,
weird.
It's okay. One thing, have you taken voice lessons?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so try to go regularly if you can. Practice often because I can hear your high notes. You're not quite there yet.
It's not stable.
Yeah, it's not stable. You're not open. So I would say that is your biggest thing you have to work on right now.
Alright.
So if you get that, and make sure when you sing songs, perform songs, you're singing songs that you can dominate and own. Like you're controlling the song, not the song is controlling you, right? So make sure when you're picking your songs, you choose very, very wisely. Okay, that's more important than everything else. It's first the song, then everything else. Okay, so just make sure you do that right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 你站这是吗？
就在那 One close up and far shot. Actually, close up. 好，
这边眨眼睛了一下。
没事没事。OK， 好的。
那现在可以了吧？
Very good. So I know about you. You want to tell them about yourself?
Well, I'm Japanese, Scottish, Canadian.
Oh wow.
And
Interesting combination.
yeah, I get a red beard. So I figured I'd grow it out and rock that for a little bit. But no, I was in the Asian Idol last year with my sister.
Okay.
And I played the Zeppelin tune finally, and I just flopped. I totally screwed it up, but I tried. I think that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But no, basically I do this for the most part right now as a living.
Okay. I can get your name?
It's Kane Carr.
King Kong.
Yeah. You can throw the 2G in there if you'd like to.
How old are you?
21.
Oh, okay.
You just say you're 30.
I know. I got mistake. Actually, I got asked for ID yesterday at a bar that I work at.
Oh wow.
And ever since I grew the beard, I've been asked for ID everywhere I go.
Wow.
So I'm gonna shave it off and go back to looking 16 again.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, whenever you're ready, man.
Beautiful. Do you mind if I play the guitar? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got. And I guess I can even sit down with this.
Yeah.
No, I'll stand up.
Cool.
I wrote my first country tune. Remember when I left for California?
Yeah.
We blew a tire on the road on the RV that we grabbed out there, and I wrote my first country tune in the desert.
Cool.
All right,
Let's hear it.
something. If you can't listen, the time. So am I, 'cause the person I love has told me to leave her side. I know that she'll miss me because you're angry. I know that she'll love me because you took the time to tell me you hate me. I'm coming home. I'll learn a few things on the road, like who means the most. And for some reason I'm feeling cold. I didn't think I was being selfish, but I do now for reasons unknown. I sure hope you are hearing, because maybe I don't have to be alone. You hate me. I'll finish it there, but it's there's another verse somewhere, but I've lost it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, glad you came back. I like the potential of the song. It's good. Your like your vocal tone is as good as it's always been. Not sure if the song's quite finished yet. Like, maybe you could like keep working at it.
Yeah.
It could get better. I mean, one thing I would like you to see is would like to see, and I think the audience would like to see, is you do something. Let's say like take a really popular song and make it your style.
Okay.
And so there's a bunch of Beatle tunes you can get, Michael Jackson tunes, and just I would love. Do you have anything like that you can?
Actually, Rocky Raccoon. I do that song all the time.
Anything more like radio pop that you can do in your style?
Yeah, I actually do a medley. It's Broken Jump for Blind Wonder. It's all the '90s tunes, Wonderwall and 3 AM and Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and then I throw Mad World in there.
You want to play a little bit of that?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah.
There, I'll sit down.
Yeah.
'Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. And I don't believe anybody feels the way I do about you now. I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk alone, and I walk alone. Walked around my good intentions, sinking in this box. I never thought that I'd act so much like somebody else. I never thought that I would in this way. But then a phone call made me realize I'm wrong, and I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties, all the lies that you've been living in. And if you not want to see me again, I would understand. Boy, bit too insane, icing over a secret pain. Now I want you to know, well, everyone has to fight back these demons, and I said maybe my shadow's the only thing that walks beside me. Follow her and me.
Sort of like what I was talking about. If you could take a female pop song like from Mariah or whatever and make it your own, then you will really win audience over. Because I know when you try to do like the artist thing and that's good, but for this stuff, like you also want to get fans, and that's the way you get the fans first, and then introduce them to your stuff, and then they'll be more inclined to like it more, right?
Sounds good. Yeah, I've been doing my best learning covers actually back at the house, and we just did "Killing Me Softly" last night.
Yeah,
karaoke.
Cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
I was watching my sister do it for years, so
give it a shot, man.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I like your personality, and I like you have great office potential for the show. But he's correct, like it just bothering you, the following role. I mean, like, yeah, you want them to love you for who you are and stuff, but it will also help what he's telling you. It would help you in that process of things.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you have a unique voice for sure.
Thank you, man.
Oh, you go up to those like crazy Chris Cornell notes at some point. That would be awesome. If you can do it, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll find a song where I can really throw it around.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the Rocky Raccoon song just because I get to really go right up there and then drop back down. Kind of, it's like good practice.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, for you, it's just song choice, man.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much. It's good to see you again.
You too, man.
Awesome. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Both have a good day.
Go back to
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think and he's only 21. That's why I asked. Like, it's just the hair that made me feel like he was freaking 32.
Yeah.
Because he's just basically some months older than I am.
Yeah.
Come on. Go.
Over here?
Yeah, just, right there. Stuart? Great. Thank you. And then we're going to start it. You're Sherman, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Hi there, I'm Sherman Sang, and I'm from Markham, Ontario.
So your first name again?
Sherman Sang. Yeah, I'm the guy's name.
Cool.
I just turned 17, and like my dream is to be on musical theater.
Oh, wow.
I just recently discovered like this year that I want to do musical theater. So I've been doing a lot of audition stuff, and
How does it feel now that you know what you want to do?
like amazing. Like you know how when you find what you want to do, like when you're doing it, you don't even feel like it's anything. Like when you're doing math, you're like,
oh yeah,
math.
exactly.
When you're doing something you love, you're just like oh my god. It was an hour, and you totally missed that time, and it's really nice.
That's good. So what are you singing for us?
I'm gonna sing like a small song from the Beatles, Blackbird.
Okay, cool. I love that song. Whatever you're doing.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. For your life.
Cool. Fair enough. So, do you take voice lessons right now, or where do you go for voice lessons?
Downtown.
How long have you been doing it?
Just like a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, continue to do voice lessons for sure. You gotta open up more and give us a little more. Like, you shouldn't feel so tense when you're singing, you know?
Yeah,
Try not to do
because I didn't know if I should sing a song because I feel weird singing a Broadway song for like this kind
Well, it's okay. You can still project with that song, with that.
Yeah, because I use my head voice for that song.
Yeah. So, you know, do you want to give us a little snippet of something else then, really quick?
Sure.
That comes out more.
Sure. Maybe this time I'll get lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be.
Cool. Yeah, you have an interesting tone. I would highly suggest keep going for vocal training. Try to feel more relaxed when you're singing it at home. But yeah, anything else? Yeah. So thanks. Thank you very much. Take care.
Watch the camera. I think you went. Which? Sarah? Which one? That one? This one. Yeah. Okay. That's only a video. Okay. Let me get another one of that because you were. Okay, smile. Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Henry, and I'm 20 years old. I'm currently in university at Wilfrid University studying music and doing music performance, and I'm majoring in piano.
Cool. How old are you?
20.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. And so I was just Henry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you singing for us?
Today I'm going to sing Lady Gaga Speechless.
Nice.
Alright.
Let's hear it.
I can't believe what you said to me last night. We were alone. You threw your hands up, baby. You gave up. I can't believe how you looked at me with your James Dean glossy eyes, in your slide jeans and your long hair and your cigarette stained lies. Could we fix you if you broke? And is your punchline just a joke? I'll never talk again. Oh girl, you left me speechless. You left me speechless, so speechless. And I'll never love again. Oh friend, you left me speechless. You left me speechless, so speechless.
So that song needs to come out more than that. It's got to even like project more. Like you're just doing like it's not. But can you sing the line again, the chorus line?
Can I just sing a couple keys higher?
Yeah, sure, that might help. Yeah.
I'll never talk again. Oh girl, you left me speechless. You left me speechless, so speechless. And I'll never love again. Oh friend, you left me speechless. You left me speechless, so speechless.
That's a lot better. Yeah. So just watch out for the pitch or keys you sing your songs on.
Okay.
I think that might be important for your voice.
Right.
Like, I could hear that. Okay, this guy can sort of sing, but it doesn't feel right.
Okay.
The pitch, the key you're doing it.
Okay.
Do you have any comments?
No, I think basically covered that.
Yeah.
No.
And for your verses, you got to give your verses just as much attention as your choruses.
Okay.
If you're coming out and giving a lot of effort on your choruses, those high notes.
Alright.
The verses, the low notes have to have just as much intention and intensity.
Okay.
Okay. So
Alright.
just watch out for that.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
No, this side.
Oh, sorry.
And on this side, please. Yeah, thank you. Have anything here? Please pour.
Hey.
I'm Zach. I'm Sherry, and I'm a third-year student in computer science. I'm also a singer-songwriter, and one thing that maybe I didn't mention before, but my parents don't really like me doing music.
Oh no. Oh,
So it's kind of like a hidden thing. I'm like, I'm just going uptown.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, but I guess the fact that my family has been against it sort of helped me build that confidence, because I sort of always had to argue for it.
I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're not alone.
I know, I realized that.
To go through that.
Yeah, so today I'm gonna sing a song by Michelle Branch called All You Wanted.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
I wanted to be like you. I wanted everything. So I tried to be like you, and I got swept away. If you want to, I can save you. I can take you away from here. So lonely inside, so busy out there, and all you wanted was somebody who cares. I'm sinking slowly, so hurry, hold me. Your hand is all I have to keep me hanging on. Please can you tell me, so I can finally see where you go when you're gone now. If you want to, I can save you. I can take you away from here. So lonely inside, so busy out there, and all you wanted was somebody who cares. All you wanted was somebody who cares. If you need me, you know I'll be there. And if you want to, I can save you. I can take you away from here. So lonely inside, so busy out there, and all you wanted was somebody who cares.
Good. I like your song choice. Definitely took up what I said, and yeah, it's good. It's good. It's got that good uplifting feeling. The only thing I'm worried about is performance-wise, how are you gonna make that into a performance, right? So you really gotta think. Watch videos on YouTube of great performers.
Yeah, I chose the song just because I knew that for the audition, it's more about the singing than the performance. So like.
I'm just telling you in general, like just watch out when you do decide to when you pick a song for performance.
Yeah, I
think of the performance too, and think about how you can make that memorable. Yeah, cool.
Oh, can I ask you a question about, like for last week, I know about the songwriting stuff, but about the performance, do you have anything to criticize?
Well, constructively,
I want as much criticism as I can get.
Yeah, it was largely, didn't feel memorable. Like, I mean, like and you don't have to do anything crazy. Like, for example, I'm trying to think of, take a look at what the things that Michael Jackson does, right? And take away his dancing. Just look at where he's moving around stage, what he's doing with the audience, right? What he's doing with the music. So, you know, for that song, you know, if you let's say you came up with your guitar or whatever, you know, you could have done it like that. And then for that part where you were quiet, you could just stop.
Yeah.
Right? And people remember stuff like that. And, you know, use the stage as sort of poetry, you know. So, you know, maybe the left side's the verses, the middle is a chorus, or the right side is the chorus. And you come out to the audience more, and you make that connection.
Yeah, because another thing that I thought after was the fact that I gave you sheets. You were mostly looking at the sheets.
Well, I wasn't.
Because every time I tried to make eye contact, like both of you would be looking at the sheets, and I was like, okay.
So yeah, that's what I would recommend, right? So like, and we'll feel it from the audience. Like it's something you can't not feel. You just feel it, especially when you start, you know, getting into the song. Like, you want to involve them into the song. So yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks
cool.
very much.
No problem.
Good one.
Take care.
You too. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
So my name is Y, and I'm
How do you spell that?
W-A-I-I-A. Yep.
W-A-I-I-A? Cool.
W-A-I-I-E.
I-I-E. Oh, okay. What nationality are you?
I'm Chinese.
Oh, cool. Is that Mandarin? No.
Yes,
Is it?
Mandarin.
Cool. Cool. So how old are you?
I'm 18.
18?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you want to do? Like,
I want to sing.
you want to sing?
Yes. And I'm currently at Earl Hick Secondary School in the Claude Watson Arts Program for vocal. Yeah, so.
Cool. What are you gonna sing for us?
My first song is At Last by Etta James.
Okay.
So I shall
Whenever
start.
you're ready. Yeah.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clovers. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to. A dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that sorry, I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine. Thank you.
Cool. So, do you? I'm guessing you take voice lessons.
Yeah, and I dance, and I play piano, and I write my own songs too.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
The low notes in that song don't feel as wholesome as your high notes. So I'm not sure if that was the best song for you. Like, it sort of felt like, I don't know, what do you think?
Do you have a cold?
Kind of.
So, my first thing is that I would never ever stop during a song to me and then continue singing. That's the first thing. Like, I didn't appreciate it, but I thought that otherwise everything else was fine. Barring the fact that if you do have a cold, sometimes your low notes aren't, you know, the most audible stuff that you have, but that's where you normally will try to put more emphasis on. Instead of your higher notes, especially the lower notes, when you have a cold, you try to focus on that more. I didn't mind the sound choice for me. I thought it was a great, like, it showed definitely that you have a great voice, definitely, but yeah, your low notes were a bit shady, so just ripping those low notes. Also, your pitching was a bit off at times, and control of your voice, the power and everything you get.
Try not to make it too sudden because you're gonna shock the audience, right? So you want to keep it like don't crescendo everything, but you can keep that intensity without just jumping up in volume, right? So yeah, watch out for that because audiences don't like when that happens. You get that sudden shock, right? It just people are like, oh, and they didn't expect that, right? So that's what I was saying. And do you sing in Chinese?
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, yes. A little bit. Okay.
Before we continue the at last, also when you're singing the song, especially the song, take your time. You were kind of racing through it, and if you listen to the lyrics, the lyrics about, you know, her at last she's finally her love is back. So you need to savor the moment. She's savoring the moment that her love is back. Yeah. And you need to savor the moment that you're singing the song. So it's like, don't rush the song. Otherwise, I enjoyed it. Yeah. Continue.
Cool. No. Yeah, you know, don't totally disregard Chinese music as well, because you might have very good voice in that too, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, all types of music, consider it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys. How's it going? Good. How are you? You got a fan out there?
Yeah, go do it. I just met a bunch of the people and their support.
That's awesome.
And everything.
That's awesome.
But my name's Stuart, and I'm passionate about 3 things in life, I guess: advertising, ice hockey, and music.
Nice.
And since the NHL ship has sailed, I'm here trying to do this.
You don't like any of the teams that are in the playoffs?
I think Chicago's going to win.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I just start?
Yeah, what are you going to sing?
Oh, I'm going to sing Down by Jay Sean.
Okay.
Okay. You ought to know tonight is the night to let it go. Put on a show. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Okay, just take your time.
Yeah.
Relax. Do you have an iPhone? Do you have anything that can pull up the lyrics on your phone?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, man.
Okay. You ought to know tonight is the night to let it go. Put on a show. I want to see how you lose control. So keep it behind.
Go ahead.
Sorry?
Go ahead. Like, okay, through the lyrics. One more shot.
Alright.
So how'd you hear about this competition?
My buddy runs a bar down the street.
Oh,
and I saw the poster. So I just decided to come.
Awesome.
Okay.
You got the lyrics. Do you play any instruments or?
Yeah, piano, guitar,
Cool.
bass. Like this. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
You ought to
know tonight is the night to let it go. Put on a show. I wanna see how you lose control. So leave it behind, 'cause we have a night to get away. So come on and fly with me as we make our great escape. So baby, don't worry, you are my only. You will be lonely, even if the sky is falling down. You'll be my only, no need to worry. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Baby, are you down, 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 down? Even if the sky is falling down. Thanks guys, sorry about the lyric thing.
It's fine. I wanted to know, why did you pick this song?
I heard it again on the radio 2 days ago and I thought it was good. I just wanted to sing it, yeah.
What do you... Is this something that you want to do as a career, as a...
I do have the passion for it and I would like to see where it would go. I would definitely be interested in pursuing it.
Okay.
And that's kind of why I'm here. I'm just looking for some feedback.
Do you take voice lessons at all?
No, never.
Go for voice lessons. You wouldn't imagine, like everyone thinks that voice lessons takes a year to improve, 2 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you go to the right trainer in one lesson, you will instantly hear the difference.
Yeah.
Like, really, really.
Well, I've been contemplating it. I've actually picked out a couple of people already.
There's a couple of good ones around.
I came here with no expectations or anything. I just wanted to feel.
Definitely, that's fine.
Definitely, I think if you do go for vocal training, there's a lot you can learn, and it will help tremendously. Like you won't believe how many notes you can jump up from where you started till after you take vocal training.
Yeah, well, that range improves the breathing.
Don't worry, the breathing is just a myth. The thing about breathing is natural. Like you don't need to worry. If you go to a vocal trainer and they train you on breathing, that's the first thing you learn when you're born. Just how to breathe. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. So it's just technique that you need to learn, like how to open up, how to make notes intense, how to give notes texture. It's just like it's no different from painting. You're learning how to make colors. You're learning techniques of making textures. So how am I going to make it look sort of 3D? You're giving it space, depth, and everything. So right now he's sort of like 2D-ish, or like it's got a certain type of limitations. So you're just looking for different things to expand your limitations.
Okay.
Yeah. And then how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, well, so you're not old. You're not too old to learn or whatever. So just definitely go for it. But thanks for coming to the audition. Thanks for coming to the audition.
So, sorry,
thanks for coming to this audition.
Thanks. Is there any, you just suggest that I go for vocal lessons? Is there?
That would mainly be it. And you'll just improve vastly. And it'll help you enjoy music way more.
Is this yearly, the annual competition?
Yes, so it is. So
we'll see how your vocal lessons does. And hopefully next year.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, you also sound better too.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Nice seeing you.
Hey, take care. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Okay. So my name's Tim. H-I-M.
Okay. H-I-M.
Yeah. And I'm actually not a permanent resident. Yeah. I just saw the poster and I tried to see if I'm eligible to get some experience.
Okay.
I'm actually from Hong Kong. I'm a visa student studying at York University this year. And I'm a linguistics major. I really want to be a singer in the future, so I catch every opportunity I can to make it happen. Yeah, but I know it depends on luck and everything. So, but yeah,
make your own luck.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So what are you singing for us?
I'm singing a Cantonese song.
Okay, fine.
Because most of the songs I listen to is
Yeah.
Asian music.
Which singer?
Hins Chen.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
I don't know him personally, but I
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, sure. Yeah. The song name is called 小芒書.
Do you want to explain it to him?
Yeah. The song name is called. It's Chinese.
Yeah.
But it's about growing up. When you grow up, you're not happy anymore because there are a lot more stuff going on, and compared to childhood, we don't have to think. But when we grow up, even if we look happy, we actually are sad. It's quite philosophical because, yeah.
Cool.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
Are you nervous?
Quite.
Yeah, calm down. Relax.
Yeah.
Sit down if you have to.
Yeah.
Big sigh. Yeah.
But it should be alright. Yeah. Can I just... Oh, should I start? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a slow song, so...
Okay.
Can I just get the key?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, just to make sure. Okay, I'll start now. 要背負個包袱，再跳落大峽谷，煩惱用個大網將你捕捉，還是你拋不開驅促？你昨夜發的夢，到這夜已告終。沉下去，頭上散落雨點，沒有彩虹。你還在抱着記憶，就似塊石頭很重。得到同樣快樂，彼此亦有沮喪。童話書從成長中曾送你愉快天堂，經過同樣跌宕，彼此亦有苦況。沉溺煩擾磨知何苦多講。我快樂到孤獨，我缺乏到滿足。遊戲就算愉快，不會幸福。人大了，開心都想哭。我每日要生活，我每日要鬥苦，捱下去，連上帝亦也許沒法攙扶。我就算抱着記憶，就似塊石難兼顧。得到同樣快樂，彼此亦有沮喪。童話書從成長中曾送你愉快天堂，經過同樣上落，彼此墮進灰網。沉溺煩擾磨折，何苦多講？擁有同樣寄望，彼此亦有苦況。棉花糖從成長中曾送你愉快天堂，經過同樣跌宕，可會學會釋放？童話情書為書尋找答案。 13歲的不品糖。
Cool. I like your tone. I like your emotion, and feeling.
How was it?
The one thing though I will say is that everyone seems to be looking at the camera when the audience is us, right?
Because I was scared to look at eyes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just when you're performing, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. I like it. You got a good voice. One thing I will say is that your high notes seem to be strained.
Yeah.
You're pulling up to reach those notes. Shouldn't be effectively pushing down instead.
Okay.
Right? And it should be a little more open rather than tight, right? Because then it feels more exciting, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, I keep singing.
Yeah, I love singing
Don't
so
stop
much.
singing and keep. Did you take vocal lessons?
No, but
You know what? It's gonna help tremendously.
I know.
Yeah, and actually it might be good to go to a Western vocal trainer to learn some different styles of vocal.
Yeah.
Combine it with, you know, what's, because if you look at all the popular artists, where do they get their vocal styles from? Western pop, right? Bongo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, even Jay Child, okay?
True.
David Tao, right? A lot of singers are taking their vocal styles from the West, so try to go to like a Western. I'm not saying that Chinese vocal trainers are bad. If you can find one, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But it just might help bring new ideas, because that's what I think fine singing is about, is opening up your mind to new things.
Yeah.
And you might learn something very different and unique that you can offer vocally, right? That no one else can.
Yeah, and I really want to like expand the vocal range, and if I find those Western
Yeah.
trainers,
Yeah. Like I mean.
better.
Well, it doesn't doesn't necessarily have to be like Western, but it just like try to get out of singing always in Cantonese, like if you can.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I mean it helps too, but it also helps to learn other, because you are bilingual, right? Do you speak Mandarin?
I speak Mandarin.
Yeah, so even learning Mandarin songs.
I speak
Like practicing, so it's good. This is good. Practice with English songs. Practice with Cantonese. Practice. I'm telling you this, not the other people, because you have good vocal potential. So use those different types of languages and blend them into each style.
I really want to learn singing, but somehow, I will for sure.
Yeah.
Because
so maybe,
I try to sing English songs, but then it's really hard for me.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but
so
it
hard.
might help you. It might help you learn new things, right? Because when I was experimenting, I learned Italian songs, I learned French songs, I learned Spanish songs, and it helps tremendously.
Really?
A lot of people don't know. Because like for Italian, they attack the vowels differently, and it teaches you how to open up when you sing English, or even Mandarin, especially Mandarin, like 我的I, right? I is also a very common vowel in or word in Italian, right? So attacking it differently and hearing how they sing it, and bringing it over to a different language, brings something new. So I could see that you really like vocals, so give that a shot. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey.
It's very
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. Keep going at it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. And if you write songs, keep writing. Okay.
Hey.
Cool.
See
Thank
you.
you.
See you. I'm so surprised to see you here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He lived on Raz with me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Same residence.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. See you.
Cool, man.
Take care. Thank you so much for the comments.
No problem.
Thanks.
Keep smiling, and then on this side. Take it. Thank you. Yeah, throw my.
Really connected to the song.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm good. Hi, my name is Sarah, and I am 15 years old, and I'm currently in grade 10. I started singing at the age of 9, and since then I've been practicing and learning new things, and I thought it'd just be a great experience to come here because my dream is to actually perform on stage.
Okay.
When I was younger, I always wanted to.
Okay.
So hopefully this competition will help me fulfill my dream.
Okay, cool.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
Not really.
Okay, you just sound like you're a bit out of breath when you're talking, so.
Oh. I'm a tiny bit sick.
Oh, okay.
Are you, what are you singing?
I will be singing When You Believe by
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very tough song.
Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understand. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracle you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the sound of birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracle you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe.
Good. I was a little worried when you said you were going to sing that song, I'll be honest. So do you take vocal lessons at all?
No.
Go for vocal lessons because you've got good vocal potential.
Okay.
Like really, it's gonna help you. So, like, can you sing the chorus for me for a second?
There can be miracles when you believe.
Yeah. So what I would like you to do when you sing a song like that is come up more. So what's the first note again?
There can be miracles.
Oh, then I'm gonna change the pitch. There can be miracles. Like, open up a lot more. Can you just give us more for that part?
There can be miracles when
Better.
you believe.
Something like that, right? And try to project more if you can. But yeah, definitely go for vocal training because you got good vocal potential. And I like your expression. It sort of feels natural in the words and the lyrics, so that's good. Do you play any instruments?
Piano.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Get some vocal training. Learn how to project more. And just keep singing, actually. I think you should keep singing. Yeah. Because you're still young, there's a lot you can learn. And this sort of thing takes time to develop. So yeah, don't totally wipe it off your list of dreams, because just keep going for it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Alright,
Thank you.
thank you.
Later, so they don't have to wait for pictures afterwards. Oh, you look at this camera. Sorry.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Good afternoon. My name is Isabel Crisolisi-Sanico.
Wow.
Yes, it's a long name.
I thought it's about least.
I'm in grade 10.
Okay.
I live in Mississauga. And I'm in an extended French program, so I can speak French and my language, Filipino and English.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm planning to learn other languages too, but for now it's just those three.
Okay.
Good.
And yes, I can sing in them too if you guys
Yeah?
like to hear. Yeah.
I would love to hear a little bit of Tagalog,
Tagline.
French, and English. If you got a little snippet of
No, of course.
Yeah,
I have them.
yeah. Let's say like, I don't know, verse, chorus. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I'll be singing Somewhere by Barbara Streisand. And then the other two songs.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. Somewhere, there's a place for us. Somewhere, a place for us. Peace and quiet and open air wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday there'll be a time for us. Time together and time to spare. Time to learn, time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find there's a new way of forgiving. Somewhere.
Cool. You want to give us a little French?
Sure. This one's from Disney. Reflection. I'll sing a little bit what I remember.
Do you know any Laura Fabian songs?
Pardon?
Laura Fabian songs?
Yes, I do. The Broken Vow. I mean, but French.
Je suis malade.
No, but I know her though.
Edith Piaf.
Yes.
Can you sing any of her songs?
I don't remember. Do I remember La Vie en Rose?
Just sing some major control singing
Okay.
from it. Yeah.
I'll sing Disney.
Go ahead.
That's what I learned for now. Non, jamais je ne serai faite pour le mariage, ni une fille bien sage. Je le sais, cette fille n'est pas pour moi.
Cool. In Tagalog, show this guy some Tagalog.
Okay.
I know Tagalog.
Come on.
Okay, paano kita mapasa sa namatan sa puso mo sa aking ibinigay. Ngayon lamang ako nagmahal ng tunay sa tanang aking buhay.
Cool. Well, yeah, you can definitely sing. Let me think here. So your languages are going to be an asset for you. You know, singing French, Tagalog, English. You sing all of those great. I would highly recommend you learn some Laura Fabian French songs. They're awesome, and I think you'll appreciate them too. And Edith Piaf, she has some good songs. Not the really old French stuff. But Like, not that there's nothing wrong with that, but it just might not be what the crowd likes. But she does have some pop stuff that other artists have taken. Yeah, for you it's all about, I think, the song choice. Really pick your songs carefully. You know, what is it people are listening to when they hear a voice? Can you tell me?
Pardon?
What are people listening to when they hear a voice?
The song.
They're listening to you.
And my voice.
To you, to the person, and who are, you know, express your personality as much, and you do that. Just remember that it's about expressing yourself and being honest and stuff like that. So when you're picking songs, try to be as honest as you can.
Yeah.
Because people can see right behind, like right through. You know, I don't know how many times I've seen like singers come up, and you know they sound great. They might sing "Hero" by Mariah Carey, or they might sing, I don't know, some Celine Dion. That has absolutely nothing like personal to them. Like, and when they sing it, the audience can feel, it sounds great. This person really sing, but I'm not feeling it, right? And you're out there to make a connection, make people feel things, right? So I think you can do that. So make sure you choose the right songs. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Pal.
You
Take
too.
it. Thank you so much
Bye.
for coming.
Great, thank you.
Gain your second. I'm pretty sure.